Hi, friends. Hope all of you are safe. I'm making this video today because many of my friends and workshop participants of the past have come back to me with certain concerns they are facing in this lockdown and this world crisis. I would like to ask you a question. What are the new skills that you have acquired during this lockdown? Well, for me, you could say I've learned how to use the shaver across the head. I'm sure most of us are learning new skills. Many of us have learned how to prepare new dishes. I have. And also, we are facing a sort of stress of worry of what will happen and a sense of lethargy. Some of us are binge watching TV, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, all that, YouTube. Some of us are oversaturated with information from WhatsApp University. Friends, we have to understand that this crisis can also be an opportunity. We have to look at it from a different angle. You remember the life in the 90s? Do you remember how it was in the early 90s? Imagine if this crisis, if this pandemic happened back in the 90s, say in 1991. Think about it. You remember many of us had this at home? Back in the 90s, we didn't have these. When I think of it, I just feel that perhaps we were preparing for this by inventing and creating all these mediums to communicate. This very medium on which you're watching me. This was not there. All this is created for us to be prepared to face this. Think about it. Everything. Today you have so much of options. You can communicate on Zoom, on Skype, on WhatsApp. You can just dial on the mobile. You can watch people whom you're talking to. WhatsApp calling, Google Duo, whatnot. It's endless. It's a long list. And yes, when you're at home and you're going through a lot of stress and you're binge watching and you're not sleeping well and you're not eating well, you're going to get frustrated. There is going to be friction with your loved ones. Whereas this is an opportunity to actually rekindle your relations at home. To go and tell your mother that you love her. To play a game of cards with your father, or your wife, or your kids. Isn't it? This is an opportunity to bring out the singer in you. I am using an app called a Star Maker, and I karaoke the songs and I sing them. It's fun. Play Antakshari at home. Why not? There is so much that can be done during this lockdown. And how is it different? Working from home. Work, the word starts with a W, and vacation starts with a V. Though many of us have already enjoyed it as a vacation and slept all day and binged TV all night, I guess now is a good time to stop doing that and get your sleep cycle in place. Sleep in the night, wake up in the morning, work from home. And yes, it is going to be a bigger competition for all of us. So it's better that we start working now rather than wait for government to tell us to start working. I mean, so much was done in the past, now when I look at it, to prepare us for now. In 1988, I guess, there was a book, a thin book. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to read anything which is heavy. Who Moved My Cheese? What a lovely book. You'll get it on the net, you'll get it anywhere. Definitely read it. It's about change management. It's about how different people can deal with change management and make the most out of it. This is a great time to make amends with many things, to get over a lot of bad habits, to detoxify yourself from the restaurant food that you've been eating, to get over bad habits, to restart, to reboot life. Look at the trees outside your window. So many birds. Everyone's sharing photos of birds suddenly. See how happy they are. Hear them chirp. It's time for you to make the most of all those things that you've been delaying. Everything in your office, at your job, you said you don't have time for. Focusing on CRM, data mining, strategizing, customer relationship building. Pick up the phone. This is the time to communicate. This is the time to get in touch. Friends, there is a lot that can be done now. You can have your entertainment in the evening or something, but there's so much that you can access. There are YouTube videos on meditation, focusing on your breath. Just taking your focus on your breath can bring you in perspective, help you take control of your life. There is art of living available on YouTube, on links, there is so much. There's yoga. Then for exercise, there's this app called as CureFit Cult. There's so much options. You can do yoga, you can do boxing, you can do dancing, you can do so much. What's stopping you? Nothing is stopping you. It's perhaps a thought that I can't do this, or everything is over, or what will happen. The fear itself is bigger than the reality of the situation. Yes, we have to stay indoors and we have to stay safe. However, worrying about something is not going to help. Instead, taking an action about it, doing something about it, getting back to all those things that you ignored doing, sitting with those Excel sheets, sorting out your files, sorting out your data. It's a good opportunity to get going. You have so much to do. If they say 2 more weeks of lockdown, I would say it's only 2 weeks. It's too less a time for me to get back to everything that I've avoided doing in my work. So friends, get communicating. Use Zoom, use Skype, use any of those mediums. And yes, some of us have not experienced using these things. Work from home is more common with IT, I understand. But there are a few simple, logical things that one needs to do before getting into a meeting. Simple things like keeping your water, your coffee, your notepad, your pen, your mobile phone on silent. And when you enter the meeting, muting your mic is very important. There's so many meetings webinars and meetings in which you can hear children cry in the background or a dog barking in the background. So just get these things in place and start communicating. Life is beautiful. And remember, life has given us a second chance. Let's reboot wisely this time. Thank you very much.